I'm here at the National STD Prevention Conference, and I think Tom is a featured speaker. These are people who want to prevent the further installation and remove the installation of all standard transmissions in cars. It's kind of a vain gesture, don't you think? And I think Tom is going to try to talk some sense into these Don Quixotes. But really, it is kind of noble to return to 4-in-the-floor synchro mesh transmission like we used to have. I think we should return to 8-track tapes too. But that's just me.
Washington. The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
I paid for the beaker and went back home, and by that time my dad was sitting there with his ear up against the radio cussing.
I was at home, and I remember my mother just really crying because I had a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old brother, and my mother was really worried.
I didn't pay much attention to it. A little while later, a friend of mine came walking by and said, "Do you hear that? We're going to go to war." And I said, "Why? Why? What?" And he said, "Well, Pearl Harbor was attacked." And I said, "Well, where's that?"
Yesterday, December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Brother, here's where your army discipline begins.
That's the thing. If I cover this man, face his way, I cover that man. Now let's cover down here. Cover the front rank man. Move down to your right, soldier. Move down to your left. Get in the rank. Now let's cover down.
Men, you'll be at this reception center about 5 days. After that time, you'll be sent to some other camp for your basic training. We don't know where you're going, neither will you, until you leave for the train. While you're here, keep your eyes and ears open, learn to do things the Army way, and you'll get along swell.
Minnesota forecast is the best one that we have for you. Fair skies and temperatures ranging 65 to 72 for tomorrow. Right now at Duluth, the temperature is 50 degrees and the sky is cloudy. Did that slide down?
Say, this is the political year. Jerry, if you were elected president of the United States, what would you do?
What would I do? I'd have 4 Martin and Lewis road companies, and they got to give me all the money.
That's pretty smart. I think that would take care of the problem neatly.
In the field of education, there are 120,000 more children in the schools of Minnesota than there were 6 years ago when I became governor.
We're going to have to develop in the next 10 years more college dormitories to take care of all those boys and girls who want to go to college.
To do that.
I certainly do. Get down here as I'm doing here, keeping your back straight, bend your knees like I'm doing right here, and begin to lift. And lift for 10 seconds like this. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, and lift as hard as you possibly can, all the way up to 10 seconds.
Vern, do you have any idea what the neighbors are going to say?
Jack. Dude, they're all killing the kids will never grow up.
Say, House, have you had a good Christmas day today? Oh, boy, I've had more excitement today and everything. You know, talking to people, finding out what Santa Claus got it and everything. And, boy, it's such a nice day, too.